one. That one right there. The center. You see it? Not that one. The other one behind it.
This one?
Nah, don't worry behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the spirit. That's Esau.
Oh, yeah.
He said the sinner.
Yes. He's a man of sin.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we could read that. 2 Thessalonians 2:9, I think. Just bring out a couple more precepts. This is a battle of will right here.
Battle in the elements.
Hell yeah, it's like 20-something degrees. Brick. Brick.
You said it says the 2 Thessalonians.
I think 2:9, I think.
2:9. Even him. I'm sorry, that's 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom Yahawah shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders.
Now, what's his lying wonders? It's his technology.
That's right.
And that's why he through that his lying wonders, he gonna get people to get microchips. Because he's the one that's gonna push that, man. He's a man of sin.
Right.
He's been revealed. And now since his cover's been taken, you read Isaiah the 47th chapter. Yeah.
Let me read that again.
Yeah. Nah, I mean it's real cold, so I didn't expect, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Second Thessalonians 2 and verse 8, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom Yahawah shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders.
He cold, man. Yeah.
Lying wonders is technology.
The technology.
He gonna deceive the whole, basically like a lot of the whole world, except for the elect to take that chip.
Yeah.
The world gonna be deceived, they're gonna take it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He gonna say it's gonna help out your brain, it's gonna help this, you're gonna be able to do this, that, and third. Take this chip. You can buy, you can sell with it. You know what I mean? You can have your own business. You need this chip. You're gonna take it.
And all these people gonna take it, man. Easy.
And those that don't want to take it, they're gonna get put to death.
Yep.
So, a lot of brothers gonna be martyrs because you ain't gonna take that chip.
Yep. Martyrs witness, man. That's what we always tell a lot of you brothers who listen. That might be your lot too, man.
Yeah.
A lot of brothers who just believe and listen, that might be your lot, man. You may have to get put to death, man. See? But like the Apostle Paul said, achieve goal. Want to prophesy, man. Okay?
That's top talent.
Top talent. You got to do it in front of the people, and you got to bear the elements, the demons, and our faces out there. See? You know? Yeah. Read the Acts of the Apostles. The Apostle Paul caught hell, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? He had people stone him, whole towns come up against him. You had 40 men said they're not going to eat until they kill the Apostle Paul, man. Because why? His face was out there, man.
They basically went on a fast.
Yeah, they went on a fast. Why? Because his face was out there prophesying, man. You see? So it's going to be a huge reward, man, for doing the will of the Lord, man. Making your body a living sacrifice, huh?
Like Paul always talked about that, like finishing this course, finishing the race.
Finishing the race.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's Galatians 6 and 9.
Galatians 6 and 9. And let not us, let us not be weary in well doing.
Right, so we never supposed to stop. Ever. All right? And we'll know it too when the famine of the word comes, man. That's when we finally gonna punch out, man. That's it. And we know when Esau bring whatever major attack and try to tie us to it, or whatever the case is, we don't know how this is gonna play out. We know it's around the corner, all right? We're reading the signs. Don't think this is just one attack. He's just, jabbing at us. Nah, man, he's gonna throw flurries in a minute. He's just introducing us more and more to the public.
And like this first little thing he did,
Yeah.
you know, the second because of MAGA incident, but this one was like to demonize us, and he was sloppy with it.
He was sloppy.
Sloppy, man, a whole bunch of holes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I realized after 9/11, they just been sloppy, man.
Yeah.
It's just so easy to see past that BS, man.
Yeah.
And when you truly learn his signs and symbols, it's easy to pick out. Because you look at 9/11, there's no way them two tall ass buildings, two planes could make a building like that fall within itself, man. That was demolition style, man. They blew the buildings, man.
Yeah, that definitely. It collapsed.
Yeah, it collapsed, yeah. And it didn't even take a day or two or a week later. Shit happened within minutes of each other, man. How is that possible, man? If people ever look at them Twin Towers, man, them buildings is huge, man.
And I seen a video of the people like that was recording it, like after the first one got quote unquote hit by a plane. He was recording it and he was on the phone with his wife, recording it like I just see the plane. She was like, yeah, I'm watching the news. I'm looking at the towers, and his wife was like, yeah, I'm watching the news right now. They said the plane hit it. He said, no, it was no plane. It just exploded. And the next you know what happened again. The second one exploded.
Those are bombs that hit that shit.
Yeah, and he said that too.
Yeah, those were bombs, man. And then because you can't hijack no airliner with no freaking box cutters, man. And who was the mastermind behind this great plan? Some freaking Arab in a cave? Like, who in the world would believe that, man? An Arab in some cave thought out this whole thing and brought down those two buildings. And they could never catch him. During Bush admitted they could never catch this guy. He was just so smart. This guy is still living in the Stone Ages, and he's able to mastermind and take down those two buildings, man. And it come to find out, Bin Laden was a CIA agent. His name was Tim Osman. They trained him to fight against the Russians, the Soviet Union in the 80s, man. And what's this guy named, oh man, I forgot the director for Lethal Weapon. His name will come back to me. But Nicholas Rockefeller told him 9/11 was going to happen 11 months before it happened. He told him in the year 2000, we're going to have an event, and we're going to use that event. We're going to go in the Middle East. We're going to secure the oil pipelines in Afghanistan. We're going to take down Saddam Hussein. And he said later on, we're going to take down Chavez in Venezuela. And then we're going to go after Iran. General Wesley Clark said the same thing. That the end goal was to hit Iran. See? They been wanted to hit these countries, man.
Yeah.
And as soon as he came up with that interview, guess what? He's dead.
Yeah. And so-called Bin Laden died, what, they put his body in the ocean? Something like that?
Yeah. Obama said they killed him, but then people said, okay, show us the body. They never showed the body. He said, I'm not going to do that. Because when they killed Saddam Hussein and they killed his two sons, they showed it in the paper. See, but when they killed Bin Laden, people say, okay, Obama, you killed him, show it. He said, I'm not doing that. Because the whole thing was all bullshit. Why? Because they said Bin Laden been died since 2004 of natural causes. He had like a heart attack or whatever. He been died, man. They used to use but like all these people they show you, oh, this person died in this shooting. That motherfucker been dead, man. You see what I'm saying? That's Esau's media playing games, man.
It's witchcraft and
yeah, that's
sorcery.
witchcraft, man. Like this guy, Mr. Derek Anderson, shot people. You used to look up the real records on this guy. Probably died since the 90s, man. And just using his face. And oh, this guy went up in the store. That's all witchcraft, man. Okay? Through his media, he's able to spin things, man. You see? But we see past all that, man.
Like you just read it. The first,
Yeah, Lying Wonders. Lying, man. Was it Psalms 27?
It's like 27 or 47.
Let me hear 27. Woo, boy.
Psalms 27 in verse 1. The Lord is my light.
How many verses in there?
It's 14.
Let me hear verse 4.
Verse 4, Khan. One thing have I desired of the Lord, that will I seek after, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of the Lord and to inquire in his temple. For in the time of trouble, he shall hide me in his pavilion.
All right.
In the secret of his tabernacle shall he hide me. he shall set me upon a rock.
Yeah, and who's that rock? Was it Luke 6:46? Who's that rock? Yahawashi. Scripture's just flowing, man.
Luke 6:46. And why call ye me Lord, Lord, and do not the things which I say? Whosoever comes to me and heareth my sayings and doeth them, I will show you to whom he is like.
God.
He is like a man which built a house and dig deep and laid the foundation on a rock. And when the flood arose, the stream beat vehemently upon that house and could not shake it, for it was founded upon a rock.
There you go. And that rock is who? Him. He's gonna say that. Was it read it? It's more?
But he that heareth and doeth not is like a man that without a foundation built a house upon the earth, against which the stream did not beat vehemently, and immediately it fell, and the ruin of that house was great.
Yeah, the ruin of that house is great, and the flood is coming. All right, the scripture says the enemy shall come in as a flood.
That's the spirit. That's the last precept.
Yeah,
we gotta go back to that.
yeah. Enemy shall come in as a flood. So if your foundation are built on a Mashiach, they said that the ruin of that house was great, man. Okay. But that's the reason why we read the Acts of old.
Yeah.
Okay, when our forefathers were surrounded and compassed round about, Yahawah Shem Yahushua stood for them, and he fought for them. See? That's why you gotta get into these scriptures, get into the history. There's a lot of great acts, man. A lot, man. Okay, all the men of the Lord was in some way, somehow, some kind of tribulation. It was never just a happy, because that's not how, life is not like that, man. Okay? You gotta go through the scars and the bruises, but what, you come out on top, man. Most High show you could do things that you never thought you were capable of, man. Okay? You got to get out your comfort zone, man. That's what boxers do, man. When they have a big fight, they can't be in like, was it Marvin Hagler said it's hard to get up in the morning if you're sleeping in silk sheets. You know what I mean? If you're sleeping in $1 million sheets, how can you get up and train for a fight? You got to separate from your family. They separate from their luxury homes. They go train up in some training camp. They can't have sex for like a month or 6 weeks. They block out everything. They have tunnel vision when the big fights come up, man. You see? That's the same thing. That's why the Apostle Paul talked about racing and beating the air and being temperate in all things. He's using that analogy. The discipline that they have when a big fight or competition coming up, we're supposed to always be like that, on point. You see? And Yahawah Shem Yahushua is always with us in our trials and tribulations, man. Always, man. You know, and we think, the Most High ain't listening, but he hears everything, man. You know?
Quick precept.
Right.
Deuteronomy 31:6. Be strong and of good courage. Fear not, nor be afraid of them. For Yahawah Shem Yahushua thy power. He it is that doeth go with thee. He will not fail thee nor forsake thee.
Yeah, when we're going into the land of Canaan, man. See, Moses said that, man. He also said that in Joshua too. I think of Joshua 1:7, 8, 1 and 7.
You said Joshua 8?
No, 1 and 7.
1 and 7. Sorry. Joshua 1 and verse 7.
So all these fake boosting scriptures, man. And I'm saying, man, you can see it on, you can't see it on this side, but I can see the looks on this side. People got that fearsome look.
Yeah.
Well, that's some crazy guys shooting at people, shooting the Jewish people. You people are so dumb, man.
Yeah, ignorant.
Ignorant, man. All right.
Joshua 1 and 7. Only be thou strong and very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according to all the law, which Moses my servant commanded thee. Turn not from it to the right hand or to the left, that thou mayest prosper whithersoever thou goest. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. Have not I commanded thee? Be strong and of good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed. For Yahawah Bahashim Yahawashi, thy power is with thee whithersoever thou goest.
Whithersoever thou goest. There you go.
And that holds true today.
Yeah. The Most High is with you wherever you go. And that's a beautiful thing. That's a luxury that we only have, man. Because it's literally billions of Israelites, man. And the Most High only chose a handful of men to actually do the work, man. The 144. Yeah, you have the 1/3, which are just believers. Believers, a lot of women, children.
Helps.
Yeah, helps. But, to actually be on the front line, that's a luxury, man. That's something that you can't take lightly, man. To be able to understand the scriptures. Because Islam got the scriptures. They got parts of the Bible in that garbage book. There's all kind of Christian denominations, all right? Esau has the scriptures, he swears on it, okay? But none of them understand it. Okay? The elite of this society, they understand it because they have their records. You see? They have the actual records of who the Israelites are. They see the UFOs, so they know the Most High is real. They see it on their satellite images all the time. Okay? But how do we attain all that knowledge? UFOs are the linked to the scriptures, and we're the Israelites in America's Babylon and Esau and all these mysteries, and could break down the high holy days and break down the pagan holidays and can cut the virgin birth. How did we even attain that? We didn't go to no Bible college. You can't learn this on no Sunday school. What attracted us, man? What woke us up was the Spirit of the Most High. That was a gift.
That's right.
That's a gift, man, that he gave you, man. So you gotta hold on to that gift, man. All right? And them guys that's causing division, we mark them guys, man. Talking this nonsense about trying to pity pat with Esau, man. The Most High gonna deal with General Yahawashi for that, man. Okay?
Shalom.
Shalom. Yeah. The Most High gonna deal with that guy, man. All right, that dude up there, tap dancing with the devil, man. That's what you get, man, for making these charters, man. Okay? More fact, what did the Most High say? I think it's Micah chapter 6, verse 1. Don't get on this guy, man. The great general. Because he's always so animated when he talks. You're the devil. And when the actual thing come down, this guy, he's just an actor all along, man. Selling wolf tickets, man.
You want Micah 6 and
Yeah, let me have Micah 6 and 1.
God.
This guy, man.
Micah chapter 6, verse 1. Hear ye now what Yahawah saith, arise, contend thou before the mountains, and let the hills hear thy voice.
Mm-hmm.
Hear ye, O mountains.
You're talking to the leaders of Israel, okay?
Hear ye, O mountains, the Lord's controversy, and ye strong foundations of the earth. For Yahawah shall have a controversy with his people, and he will plead with Israel. O my people, what have I done unto thee? And wherein have I wearied thee? Testify against me. For I brought thee up out of the land of Egypt, and redeemed thee out of the house of servants. And I sent before thee Moses, Aaron, and Miriam. O my people, remember now what Balak king of Moab consulted, and what Balaam the son of Beor answered him from Shittim.
Yeah, he was a real demon, Balaam. Because he actually saw what the Most High was. He saw the vision of Yahawashi, Numbers the 24th chapter.
Yeah.
Balak wanted him to curse Israel. And he said that he couldn't do it. So what he did, he got Israel to curse themselves by getting women from the Midianites to seduce them to worshiping idols, man.
Yeah.
And later on, he got put to death, man. That's what it says. There's no enchantment or spell against Jacob, man. What else it says?
Unto Gilgal, that ye may know the righteousness of Yahawashi, wherewith shall I come before the Lord, and bow myself before the high power. Shall I come before him with burnt offerings, with cows of a year old? Will Yahawashi shall be pleased with thousands of rams, or with 10,000 of rivers of oil? Shall I give my firstborn for my transgression, the first of my body for the sin of my soul? He hath showed thee, O man, what is good, and what doeth Yahawashi shall require of thee.
Which is what?
But to do justly, and to love mercy, and to walk humbly with thy power. Yahawashi shall's voice crieth unto the city, and the man of wisdom shall see thy name. Hear ye the rod, and who have appointed it, Slakia. Are there yet the treasures of the wickedness? Are there yet the treasures of wickedness in the house of the wicked? And the scant measure that is abominable. Shall I count them pure with the wicked balances?
Yeah, because they were doing all manner of evil, man. And who's he speaking of? The mountains of Israel, the leadership, man. As he said, what, I'm supposed to be satisfied for all these different sacrifices and all these anointings? You think that pleases me, man? He said, what you're supposed to do justly, man, and walk humbly, man. Be righteous, man. Okay, you can matter how much sacrifices you gave, that don't make you righteous, man. Okay? So Yahawashi, that's why he said verse 1. Say verse 1 again. There's a point in there.
Micah 6 and verse 1. Hear ye now what Yahawashi saith. Arise, contend thou before the mountains, and let the hills hear thy voice. Hear ye, O mountains, the Lord's controversy, and you strong foundation of the earth.
Yeah, so people read that thing that's talking about the actual mountains. That's why I got no problems with the mountains. He's talking about who the leaders, man. You see? Let me see if something in here. Yeah, verse 12, yeah.
Micah 6 verse 12. For the rich men thereof are full of violence, and the inhabitants thereof have spoken lies, and their tongue is deceitful in their mouth. Therefore also will I make thee sick and smiting thee, and making thee desolate because of thy sins.
Yeah, man. So you guys gonna be desolate, man. Okay? Matter of fact, yeah. You read that again? It's a long chapter, so I have to look.
Micah 6 and 12. For the rich men thereof are full of violence, and the inhabitants thereof have spoken lies.
Yeah, man. So we're getting on Johanna, man, because he's doing pretty well financially, and Nate. Okay, them guys, they doing good. And Tazadakia, man. Okay, go ahead. All these, the mountains of Israel, man. These false leaders, man. Go ahead.
And their tongue is deceitful in their mouth.
Deceitful, man. Like they want Israel. Them guys, they don't want the kingdom. They don't want Yahawashi coming back. You see what I'm saying? They don't want that, man. Okay? They in love with Esau because none of them guys talk about the end time. Okay? They don't talk. Yeah, Nathaniel don't even talk about the tribulation that's coming. He said there's going to be no tribulation. Unbelievable, man. Go ahead.
For the rich men thereof are full of violence, and the inhabitants thereof have spoken lies, and their tongue is deceitful in their mouth.
Deceitful, man. Those Rfid teach them not the mark of the beast. Or they ain't going to be no Jacob's trouble. Or in the next 10 years, Johanna always say that. We're going to do this and do that. Okay? Them guys don't want the kingdom, man. All right, go ahead.
Therefore also will I make thee sick and smiting thee, and making thee desolate because of thy sins.
So that house, like we read about Luke the 6th chapter, it's not built upon a rock. That house is going to be led to a great ruin. They're going to be brought down, man. And guess what? Their followers are going down with him. Go ahead.
Thou shalt eat, thou shalt eat, but not be satisfied. And thy casting down shall be in the midst of thee. And thou shalt take hold, but shalt not deliver. And that which thou deliverest will I give up to the sword. Thou shalt sow, but thou shalt not reap. Thou shalt tread the olives, but thou shalt not anoint thee with oil, and with sweet wine, but shalt not drink wine. For the statutes of Omri are kept, and all the works of the house of Ahab.
Yeah, because they were into what? Idolatry. Following other gods, man. So Moses said nothing y'all do is going to prosper, man. Including that little congregation y'all got going on, man. Okay? Everything is going to be brought to naught and brought to desolation, man. Because you're speaking lies, man. Okay? Speaking nothing but lies and deceit, man. Okay? Looking to Esau for help, man. That's what scripture says, warns you that go down to Egypt for help, man. Egypt is what? Bondage, slavery, oppression. You look into the oppressor, man. We read that earlier. Trust not in the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
If you're not the oppressor.
Yeah. And then y'all make leagues and contracts with him. That's a violation of Deuteronomy, the 17th chapter, man. Yahawashi didn't make no leagues with the Romans. He told you, look, they say, yo, should we pay tribute to Caesar? He said, let me see the face on it. That's his money anyway. Give what's his, give the Most High what's the Most High's, man. But they didn't make no leagues with the Romans. Where you ever heard that the apostles make leagues with the Romans, man? Okay? They got persecuted and they got put to death, man, for preaching the truth. And that time is coming upon us right now, man. So, our faith got to be stable, man. All right? You got to build your faith, man. All right? You have to, man. You have to get closer to Yahawashi by praying, fasting, reading, studying, okay? Remaining on point, man. And like Yahawashi said, if your right hand offend you, what? Cut it off, man. Certain things that prevent you from reaching your full potential, you got to cut them things off. Okay? Whatever the case is, man. That's why I think we may close. Let me read Joel. Is it Joel chapter 2, verse... Verse 12. Joel chapter 2, verse 12. Therefore also saith Yahawashi, turn ye even to me with all your heart, and with fasting, and with weeping, and with mourning.
That's right.
See? So you got to turn to Yahawashi, man, with fasting, weeping, and mourning, a.k.a. prayer. That's what Yahawashi said. Let me get that. Luke 18. We may close this out now. We do what we can out here. It's brick. The word went out. Right?
Enduring the elements.
Not endure the elements, man. It's brick out here.
Lord willing, one day we have control of the elements.
Come. Like Yahawashi, he stopped that storm, man. And literally, he gonna do that for us too, man. The storm is all the trials that's coming, man. So let me close it out with this. Luke chapter 18, verse 1. And he spoke a parable unto them to this end, that men ought to always pray and not faint, man. Read that. Luke chapter 18, verse 1. And he spoke a parable unto this end, that men ought to always pray and not to faint, man.
That's right.
Okay? Never get weary or weak. Because like the scripture says, in due season, we're going to get that reward, man. So, my phone battery about to die. So we're going to close this thing out. We're going to say, Call Halayim, La Yahawah Bashim Yahushua. Also give a double honor to the elders of GMS and honor to you, Akim. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Okay, you brothers and sisters that scattered. Okay, your Israelites that look like the other nations. This is for you as well, man. If this word is attractive to you and you realize you're drawn to it, that means you're an Israelite, man. This thing is deeper than skin color. This is not about no black. Or what these demons in the media, these devils, because that's what they're about. That's all they are. Slanderers, man. Talking about the black evil Israelites. This is not a black thing, man. All right? This is based off the spirit of the Mashiach, man. The spirit of the Messiah, man. Okay, that woke us up to this thing, man. That's waking you up to this thing. Okay? Most High is gathering his sheep, man. The lost sheep, man. All right? And we're going to also say, Abad Babal.
Abad Babal.
All right? With that, I'm going to say Shalom.
Shalom.